Pranayama, deep exhalation followed by deep inhalation. Hold the breath for as long as possible and then exhale consciously. And during this process, make sure that your body is relaxed and the mind is focused on the breath. So don't allow the mind to wander anywhere. And once you focus on only the breath, the mind will get quietened automatically. Very simple but very powerful method to quieten the mind, which is always in a state of vibration and confusion. So, with this mind which is quietened, one should do dhyanam, which is called as nididhyasanam, upasana on the supreme truth, Brahma Tattvam. That's the message of the Upanishads. It says, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma Tat Jalaniti Shanta Upasita. So, what is the Upanishad mantra that you should remember? It says Shanta Upasita. With a quietened mind, do dhyanam, nididhyasanam on Brahman, Brahma. As what? Idam sarvam khalu. Verily, everything around us, the only absolute reality is Brahma. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma. That's why Brahman has got the name Tajjalan. From this absolute reality arises the relatively real universe. Tajjalan. Srishti, Sthiti, Lime happens. And so the cycle continues. And because of ignorance, we get attached to the relative world, which is also our own physical body, mind, sense organs, intellect, and relationships, thoughts, emotions, everything. And so, continuously, we are subjected to either happiness or sorrow. This cycle continues. This is called samsara chakram. How to get out of the samsara chakram? Same Parishad mantra points out that this Brahman, which is absolute reality, the nature of pure consciousness, also is your true nature, your own true nature, Atman, your consciousness. So within this physical body, which is matter principle, there is absolute reality, which is pure consciousness. So Upanishad mantras point out, understand, know, realize your true nature. The mantra says, Ashariram sharireshu anavastheshvavasthitam mahantam vibhumatmanam matva dhiro na shochati. Sharireshu ashariram. Within the physical body, which is matter principle, there is this absolute consciousness, pure consciousness principle, which is ashariram. Anavastheshvavasthitam. It is present in all the three states of experiences, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, waking, dream, and deep sleep, but it's totally unattached. That's why Tam Mahan. It is the greatest principle. So, being in all the three states and not being attached, being the substratum, being the enlivening principle of all the three states, it is totally unattached. That's why it is the greatest principle, the Mahan Vibhum, the most glorious one. And where is it? Don't need to go around the entire universe to search for this. Atmanam, that is your own true nature. So Mahantam Vibhum Atmanam Matva. What you do? Sit down systematically with the traditional guru, consistently, constantly, with a clear goal of understanding this. Study the Vedanta Shastras, Matva, understand, know, realize, internalize. Dhiraha, such a person dedicated to this path, the path of self realization. It's called a dhiraha nashochati. Then you go beyond all sorrows. So, this knowledge of absolute reality bestows immortality and absolute bliss. So, let's understand how to proceed step by step to realizing one's own true nature through the study of the Bhagavad Gita. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Vakratunda Mahakaji Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिणे व्योमवत्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम् ॐ All of you chant Yam Brahma loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunbanti Dimyaistavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samaga ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः on cameras chant the six slokas to focus on jnanam and understand the meaning while chanting. Okay. ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम श्री भगवानुवाच तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितं न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानम् येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानम् प्रकाशयति तत्परम् यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणम् तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Now chant the four shlokas, extremely important for us to five shlokas, 4 plus 1, 5, to understand how to manage the interactions in the world. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Ejana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam योगक्षेमं महाम्यहम् मत्तः परतरं नान्यत् किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोतं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढाणि मायया. To understand this ultimate reality, keep this in mind at the background always. Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshayaha maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता एकादशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपदर्शनयोगः. ॐ नारायणः परो व्यक्तात् अण्डमं व्यक्तसम्भवम् अण्डस्यान्तस्त्विमे लोकाः सप्तद्वीपा च मेदिनी. ॐ. Let's stand shloka number 33 and 34 together. श्रीभगवानुवाच तस्मात् त्वमुत्तिष्ठ यशो लभस्व जित्वा शत्रून् भुङ्क्ष्व राज्यं समृद्धम् मयैवैते निहताः पूर्वमेव निमित्तमात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन् द्रोणं च भीष्मं च जयद्रथं च कर्णं तथान्यानपि योधवीरान् मया हतांस्त्वं जहिमा व्यथिष्ठाः युध्यस्व जेतासि रणे सपत्नान्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Ardham Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the 11th chapter, a very important chapter, which is able to picturize the Upanishad truth that the supreme principle, Brahman, is a substratum for the entire relative universe, and creation, sustenance, dissolution happens on Brahman as the fundamental principle. Yato va imani bhutani jayante ena jatani jivanti yatrayantyabhisamvishanti yato va imani bhutani jayante yataha. From that principle from which Imani bhutani jayante, all the living beings, bracket also non-living beings, jayante, arise, manifest. Yato va imani bhutani jayante ena jatani jivanti, in which Everything is sustained, all the living beings, also non-living beings. Yat prayantyabhisamvishanti, in which once again everything finally resolves into dissolution during the Mahapralayam. Know that. Tad vijijnasasva. Sit down, understand, properly concentrate, understand. Tat Brahma, that is Brahman. Tad vijijnasasva. So this is the Upanishad mantra. Here Bhagavan in Vishrupa Darshana Yoga is giving a visual representation to Arjuna, because absolute principle is not something that is comprehensible by the eye. It is not subject to visual, no form like all your other things. Beyond what? Form, beyond color. So, yattadadresham agrahya agotram avarnam achakshushrotram achakshuhu cannot be comprehended by the eye. Tadapani padam nityam vibhum sarvagatam tu sukshmam. Tadamyayam yadbhutayonim paripashyanti dhira. So, this mantra Upanishad says very clearly beyond the ken of all the sense organs. So, to make sure that we understand systematically, Bhagavan is showing in his own physical form the entire universe, in which special focus. Now, in the entire universe is so huge. Anybody has comprehended size of universe? It is what? Unimaginable. Manasa. Achintyapi rachana rupasya. It is impossible to comprehend. So huge and vast. In that huge universe is there, usually seen, because Arjuna has seen all the worlds. Special focus on what? Death and destruction of the warriors in the Kurukshetra war. And especially, who are the people selected for Arjuna to see? It's all Bhagavan's only Maya. It is not that Arjuna can go and focus. He doesn't have a telescope or a lens to go and focus on the individual. Bhagavan is showing specially to, just like when you are seeing the TV, do you have control of what you're going to see in a live telecast? They will zoom on something, right? When you see, some kind of game, they'll show sometimes the audience, they'll show spectators, they'll show whatever, ball, bat, like that. So Arjuna has no control. Bhagavan is specially showing, especially who? All the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra, Drona, Bhishma, and especially Karna, all are getting consumed in Bhagavan's mouth. And so Bhagavan is saying here, already they have been killed by me. What is the meaning? So many people misinterpret Bhagavad Gita as a Shastram which is encouraging violence. See, in 11th chapter, Bhagavan is violently killing a lot of people. No? And then in the entire chapter, Bhagavan is encouraging Arjuna to fight. So, not only in India, in many other countries, they are saying that Bhagavad Gita is a very violent scripture. What is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is explaining what we are all going through. It is just that Arjuna is a warrior. So whatever he is facing in life is being represented. For us, any action that is actually told to Arjuna implies what? Arjuna is supposed to fight the what? Kurukshetra war. What is the message for us? We are supposed to do our duty systematically. Arjuna is supposed to do his duty. Bhagavan's constant message, Yudhyasva. Yudhyasva vigata jvaraha. Again and again, Bhagavan says. So don't have any fear, don't have any anxiety, do your duty. That is the message for us consistently in the Bhagavad Gita. And when Bhagavan says he has destroyed everybody, what does it mean? I explained in the last class. What does it mean? That dharma will ultimately give a finality to everybody's actions. If anybody has followed adharma, they will get the punishment at the appropriate time. See, only thing is when it will happen, how it will happen, what form, what fashion, exactly same way it may not happen, some other way. So, dharma will give the final verdict. Nobody can escape from this. So, people can escape from all other worldly, what? No, rule of law. So, what you can bribe, you can fool people, you can do anything and get away from the worldly misdemeanor, whatever wrong things you do. But the supreme law of dharma, you cannot cheat. Nah, that is the beauty. Nobody can cheat. So, what we have to do? Follow dharma systematically. So, what is the connection I told? Bhagavan is present in the world as dharma. So, what is the connection? Dharma is nothing but Vedas. Please understand. So, write down the equation. Bhagavan is equal to Veda is equal to Dharma. How is Bhagavan is equal to Veda? Vedo Shiva Shivo Vedaha. Yasya Nishpatitam Vedaha. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad mantra says that which is the breath of the Supreme, that is the Veda, that is Vedas, and nothing but the breath of Ishvara. So, if Ishvara has to be there, Ishvara should be breathing, right? So, Ishvara always present or only temporarily present? Ishvara is always present. So, Vedas are always present. Anadi Anantam. Bhagavan also is Anadi Anantam. Vedas are also Anadi Anantam. There is a mantra. It says that Ananta vai Vedaha. Vedas themselves are Anantam. Because Bhagavan is Anantam. So, Anadi Anantam. So, now clear. First part of the equation. Bhagavan is equal to Vedas. Now, Vedas is the only source for dharma, no other source. Please don't get misled by all the people who are trying to fool. There is only one source of dharma. What is divine law? What is right? What is wrong? So, there may be many constitutions in different countries, but there's only one constitution for the entire universe. Not only the earth, but there are many, what? Planetary bodies, right? You go across the entire, all the 14 lokas, there's only one universal law. What is that? Dharma. So, Vedokhilo Dharma Moolam. Smritishile cha tadvidam acharashchaiva sadhunam atmanastushthireva cha. What is a beautiful sloka it says. So, Vedokhilo Dharma Moolam. Vedaha Akhila Dharma Moolam. The root of all dharma is the Vedas. Smritishile cha tadvidam. You're not able to sit down, systematically study the Vedas. You're not only chanting. Again, you have to sit down, understand the Vedas, study Veda Bhashyam. So many principles of dharma are explained in Vedas all over. Just one small example. You take Surya Namaskara mantra, Saruna Prashnam. I can say at least there are 100 plus dharmopadesham in Surya Namaskara mantras itself. Samvatsarame tat pratancharet. Tauva maso niyamas. So if I start taking meaning, all those things, it will take a lot of time. So throughout the year, one should be following dharma, vratanchare, follow your vratam, follow your dharma. So clearly, so many messages of dharma are told entirely in all aspects are being addressed. It's not just for one set of people, one way of life. Across, even for animals, for everything, even for plants, entire creation, how dharma is the fundamental substratum is being conveyed through the Veda. Dharmo Vishwasya Jagatah Pratishtha. This is again and again because people forget. Once you are in the hurry worry of life, what dharma, what adharma? Has anybody seen dharma, adharma? Has anybody seen punyam, papam? Nobody has seen. But you are seeing saukhyam, dukkham or not? Sukham, dukkham you are seeing or not? You are seeing sukham, dukkham, happiness, sorrow. Understand that the hidden principle behind happiness and sorrow is what? Dharmam and adharmam. So, nobody can escape this. So, equation is complete. Now, Vedas is equal to Dharma. So, Bhagavan Ishvaraha is equal to Vedas. Vedas is equal to Dharma. So, when say Bhagavan is present in the entire universe, can you complete the equation? When if Bhagavan is equal to what? Vedas and Vedas is equal to Dharma. Say Bhagavan is there all over the universe, and also Bhagavan says, I have already killed, I have done what I need to do. What does it mean? Even physically, Bhagavan comes and does everything in every place. Huh? Dharma will take its course. So please understand. All see, even this Bhagavan, Vedas, and Dharma will give the result to the matter principle or consciousness principle? Let's simple question. Let me see whether you're all thinking or already because 10 o'clock plus, right? In the East Coast, Canada and all, you go to sleep. Huh? So even the Dharma, Vedas are what? Have their influence only on the matter principle, that is the physical body, the mind. So you can get tortured either physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, financially, relationship wise, all that is matter principle. So if you want to go beyond all the problems, what you should do? Understand your true nature, identify yourself with your consciousness. That is the message of the Vedas. Consistently understand, keep this in mind. So, shloka number 34, which we learned in the last class, Bhagavan is saying, see, special warriors who are going to create trouble for Arjuna, they are being called out. So, he's saying, I have already killed all these warriors. What you should be, you be a mere instrument. That means what? Bhagavan is saying Arjuna that whether you exist or not, they'll be killed, but you do your job so that tomorrow people don't what? Say that Arjuna is a person who ran away from the battlefield, is a coward. You do your job, you will emerge victorious. Indirectly is hinting that definitely all these warriors will be killed. Don't worry. So many ways Bhagavan is trying to, every opportunity, even Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga is trying to encourage Arjuna to get up and fight. So get up and fight. And what you should do? Here is urging Arjuna to kill the opposite enemies. Does it mean we also should do that? What is the message for us? We have to do our duty. Two types of duty. Vyavaharika dharmam and your what? Religious dharma. Vedika dharmam. So even in the samanya dharmam, that means what? Common law. Follow the common law of the land. Also, common law to everybody, common dharma, speak the truth, satyam vada dharmam chara, respect elders, respect parents, all those things, be non-violent, ahimsa, paramo dharma, all those you have to follow. At the same time, vishesha dharma, which is going to give you punyam, all the religious activities, do systematically every day so that you get punyam. Punyam is equal to what? Punyam will give you happiness at some point in time. How it will give you, don't know, but should have faith. For that, Shraddhavan Lavate Jnanam, have the faith. So he's telling Arjuna, hey Arjuna, kill Drona, kill Bhishma, kill what? Jayadratha, Karna. Jayadratha, you all know the story, right? So, Jayadratha, Karna, as well as all the other great warriors who are already killed by me. See, you just need to do acting. Already they have been, it means what? Dharma has already taken care of itself and is now saying, do not fear. Now Arjuna has got two types of fear. What are the two fears? Now he is what? He's got the fear of seeing the Vishwarupam, which is consuming beings. Another fear inside is I have to fight this war of Kurukshetra. So he says, do not fear. And in this form, Bhagavan is saying, do not fear, fight. And you will conquer the enemies in this battle. Now, is Arjuna in a state to hear this, understand, digest? Anybody is already in a fearful state or not in the right frame of mind, any advice you give, will they be able to comprehend? Tell me. Somebody is already in a state of fear, confusion, or extreme sorrow, depression, and they say, you know what? Who should have any fear, any worry? You are pure consciousness. You are Atman. If you tell them, will they understand? Huh? Aham Brahmasmi, Brahmaivedam Vishwam Atmaivedam Sarvam. Huh? You'll go overhead transmission. Huh? That is why I keep on reiterating whenever physical body is strong, mind is at least cooperating, bit calm, sit down, study Vedanta Shastras, understand this reality, own up to this reality, integrate, internalize, transform. Iha chedavedi tata satyamasti na chediha vedin mahati vinashtihi. Bhuteshu bhuteshu vichitya dhira pretyasman lokat amrita bhavanti. Very few people, in spite of repeatedly saying, How wonderful Maya is. That's why he said, Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. So Mahan say, Upanishad say, keep on saying, sit down, study, Vedanta Shastra, understand. Nobody is interested. So what will happen? Fear will continue. So Bhagavan is saying, Arjuna, do not fear and fight. Do your duty. Definitely you will conquer the enemies in the battlefield. And so did Arjuna then say, fine, I have understood, I'll fight. Did he say that? No. 7 more chapters have to go. Then only Arjuna is supposedly getting up. So let us see the Padavibhaganmaya for 34. Dronam cha Ishmam cha Jayadratham cha Karnam tatha Anyan api. Okay. Yodha Viran. So two words. Anyan plus api. Anyan api. Okay. Maya hatan tvam jahi ma yathishthah yudhyasva jetasi rane sapatman. All very simple words, right? Easy? Very good. 21. Okay, now look at the Anmaya now. Tvam jahi. Here is it, third padam, middle. Tvam jahi. Then continue from the beginning. Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadratham cha Karnam tatha Anyan api Yodhaviran. So if you study systematically, you will understand. Very easy for you to understand the sloka, digest properly, and also learn Sanskrit in the process. So Anyan api Yodhaviran hatan maya ma yatishthah yudhyasva jetasi sapatnan rane. Clear? Anvaya? You got the Anvaya? All of you? Or then can you confirm? Or should I repeat? Everything clear? Okay, very good. Now look at the Anmaya meaning. Tvam jahi. You, jahi means what? Kill. So you should kill whom all? Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadratham cha. So Dronam cha, Drona, and Bhishmam, Bhishma, and Jayadratham cha, Jayadratha, Karnam, Karna. So they're all Vishya Bhakti. So Karnam. So Tatha, as well as Anyan api Yodha Viran. Anyan api. Also other what? Yodha Viran, great warriors. They're all great warriors. So not only did he kill all the key people, but also in the process, Arjuna has killed so many other warriors. So Bhagavan is telling before the start of the war that get up, because Arjuna is already in despondent state, he's not able to get up. So he says, get up and kill all Drona, Bhishma, Jayendaratha. Jayendaratha was a great warrior. Word itself means Jayat Rathaha. Means what? Is a great car warrior. That means what? At the same time, you can fight so many different warriors. So Jayendaratha, Karna, as well as Anyan Api Yodhavira, other great warriors. First group, second group. Hatan Maya. Bracket. These people are already, Hatan means killed. Maya, by me. So what is this? Bhagavan is saying, Arjuna, you kill all these warriors and all this Drona, Bhishma, etc. They've already been killed by me. That means what? Their end is very near. So the law of dharma is taking its course. They come to the last phase where they're going to die very soon. They're definitely going to die. So you be an instrument. You take up the bow and arrow and fight and kill these people. That's what it means. And before getting up, what should happen? Arjuna should come out of fear. Ma vyatishtaha. Do not fear. Because when somebody is having a lot of fear or depression or whatever, they won't get up. Either they'll be sleeping or sitting in the same place. Yes or no? At least to get up, you need some energy. Some people are so what? Overcome with sorrow or fear or what depression, they cannot even get up and move. Arjuna has reached that state. Please understand this tamas can come from various means, can come from either some sorrow or some other news or something else. But what is the fundamental source for this? Fundamental source for tamas or for this depression or fear is what? Ignorance. Very good. Understand avidya. So, so a person who has no ignorance is always got vidya, Brahma jnanam. Will the person be sleeping, lazy? Person will be doing the duty systematically. Whatever the role the person has taken. So please understand. Only one medicine for all problems. What is that? Jnanam. Brahma jnanam. Panditaha nanushochanti. Very good. Become a pandita. Right? So Bhagavan is saying, already killed by me, so do not fear. Ma vyatishtaha. So many messages giving. First, that means what to us? Don't every now and then, for some reason, go into some kind of worry and depression. What is this world? Because every now and then, see, not only things happen to us, things happen to other people. We are interested in knowing what has happened to A, B, C, D. Say, oh, this happened to this person. Dharma doesn't work in Kali Yuga. A lot of people are there, Panditas. Panditaha. This dharma and all is only for Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga, maybe sometimes in Dwapara Yuga also, but Kali Yuga, dharma won't work. Only adharma will work. That's all they'll say. Sir, dharma doesn't work, sir. See, so many people following dharma, struggling in life, but all people doing adharma, wrong thing, they're all prospering. Huh? So there are also people, and then we also say, yes, yes, correct, correct. Because our view is very, very short-sighted. We only look at the present, that too in a very narrow, what? Compared to time scale, if you say microsecond, nanosecond, just like that, in the vast, what? Multiple lives we have got, we are taking only one small instance in one life. That is equivalent to nanosecond view of time. Very, very, very microcosm we are trying to focus. Have you seen the totality? The totality of things, dharma can never be wrong. Please understand. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. We have to stick to dharma. But what happens? Because of the narrow focus, immediately our mind gets consumed by all the happenings. Maya also takes over. We negate dharma, we negate Bhagavan, we negate everything else and fall prey to Maya Tattvam. That is why we chant this shloka. What is that? Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hriddesherjuna Tishtati Ramayan Sarva Bhutani Yantra Rudhani Mayaya. What is that? Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hrit Deshe He Arjuna Tishtati. Bhagavan is sitting in the mind of everybody as what? People don't understood this shloka properly. Here, it is a fundamental matter, Maya, Vidya, that is occupying the minds of all people. That is also an aspect of Ishvara, Bhagavan. Please don't misunderstand. So here is saying, that's why Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani Yantra Rudhani. Just like you got some kind of toy, if you give a key or operate from remote, let's keep on moving. Yes or no? Just like a toy or something is being controlled consistently, is avidya is controlling us constantly, going round and round. Unless you get up, uttishtha, jagrata, prapyavaran nibodhata, churasya dhara, nishita duratya, durgam patastat kavayo badanti. Get up and start moving towards understanding this absolute truth, own up to this reality. You always be overpowered by avidya, maya. Not only will it take you round and round different directions, it will also confuse you. You will take wrong decisions. You will not be able to understand the reality. So, here Bhagavan is saying, do not fear, fight. And he's also telling the result. See, if you had such a great friend, philosopher, and guide next to you, how nice it will be. He'll be constantly instructing, do this, do this, do this. Similarly, dharma is instructing us, do this from morning to night. But we don't want to listen to it, right? So Bhagavan did not come. Bhagavan has already given the message through the Vedas and Dharma, called Veda Dharma. So, Yudhyasva, fight. Jeta, see, here is an assurance. You will conquer, you will emerge victorious. Sapatnan Rane. Rane means in the battlefield. Sapatnan, you will conquer the enemies. Jeta, see Sapatnan, you will conquer, you will emerge victorious by defeating the enemies in the battlefield. So, Bhagavan has answered Arjuna's question. So what are the two key messages? Bhagavan, Bhagavan was asked by Arjuna, who are you? What is the form you have taken? What is your function? Two things Bhagavan is saying. One, I have now taken the form of the mighty time. Kalo Jagat Bhakshakaha. Also, I am the form of dharma now, which will give the result, whether right or wrong. For right people, the right result. For the wrong, adharma people, the punishment. So dharma. So both time and dharma, kala, kalam and dharmam. Bhagavan is a form of both. Now, what happened now? All these things, Arjuna is shell shocked. Already, what Bhagavan in this form is got a lot of fear. In addition, all the people are dying, including Drona. Everybody is dying. So he is not able to speak. So when Bhagavan doesn't speak and Arjuna doesn't speak, who has to speak? Sanjaya has to speak. So Sanjaya is now, because he's seeing the whole thing, what is happening. So Sanjaya is speaking now. Sanjaya uvacha etachhutva vachanam keshavasya kritanjalirvepamanah kiriti नमस्कृत्वा भूय एवाह कृष्णं सगद्गदं भीत भीतः प्रणम्य
सञ्जय उवाच
हम्म
एतच्छ्रुत्वा वचनं केशवस्य
हम्म
कृताञ्जलिर्वेपमानः किरीटी
हम्म
नमस्कृत्वा भूय एवाह कृष्णं सगद्गतं भीतभीतः प्रणम्य।
वेरी गुड वापस टुगेदर संजय उवाच एतच्छ्रुत्वा वचनं केशवस्य कृताञ्जलिर्वेपमानः किरीटी नमस्कृत्वा भूय एवाह कृष्णं सगद्गदं भीत भीतः प्रणम्य ओम शांति शांति शांति. So now Sanjay is saying, he's seeing what is happening in the battlefield. He's saying, having heard these words of Krishna. So, from where did Bhagavan give answer to Arjuna? Slokas 32, 33, and 34. The key message is again same thing. Do your duty. I have taken care of the rest. Dharma will take care of itself. You follow Dharma, Dharma will take care of you. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Again and again, same message. So Sanjay is saying now, Arjuna, having heard these words of Krishna, Arjuna is still trembling, trembling with fear. So what are the various emotions Arjuna goes through? First one is that of what? Wonder, Ismayaha. Second is Bhayam, fear. So here is a fearful state, is already trembling. So the great Arjuna is trembling for different reasons, even during Bhagavad Gita itself, Bhagavad Mahabharata. First time he was trembling earlier. Why? Because he had to fight. And that trembling also happened because of what? Fundamentally, lack of the ultimate reality, lack of the truth, lack of the jnanam, avidya was the root cause of trembling. Here also is trembling because avidya is continuing. So by this itself, you know, Arjuna still not got Brahmajnanam. Here, so it's trembling, but certain things is doing properly. So it's understood now. Whoever he thought was only a charioteer is actually Sakshat Ishvara Tattvam. So Arjuna salutes. Means what? Does namaskaram again to Bhagavan Krishna, the form of the cosmic principle. So Vishwarupam, Vishwarupa Ishvara, it is Bhagavan Krishna in this form, Vishwarupa Darshanam. He does namaskaram, salutes, bows down with great fear. That means what? Sometimes some people are scared. Even while doing namaskaram, they are scared and namaskaram. Huh? Happens. I've seen. Not only for normal people, even for some people, it happens sometimes. So nothing wrong with that. So fear, let there be some fear of dharma, fear of Bhagavan. Today, people have no fear of what is right, what is wrong. Recklessly, with impunity, people do all adharmic activities. Little do they fear for the consequences of their actions. So while you should be fearless for everything, only for one aspect you should have fear. What is that? I should not commit some adharma. Let us be always on the guard. So, fearful of doing adharmic action should be there in the mind. So, here Arjuna is having fear of the supreme cosmic principle, Vishwarupam, which has taken a very fierce form. And so, falteringly, his mouth is not able to speak properly. So, he's now joined his palms, Kritanjalihi. So, doing prostrations to Bhagavan, the faltering words, he spoke the following words to Krishna. So there is some time where Arjuna was speechless. Sanjaya is told what Arjuna is going to do. So let us do Padavibhaga Anvaya for sloka number 35. So Sanjaya Uvacha. You need a visarga there. Sanjaya Uvacha. Etat Shrutva. So Shrutva becomes Shrutva, Chakaram. When becomes Sandhi. Etat Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya Kritanjalihi Vepamanaha Kiriti. Clear? Namas Namaha Kritva. So you can say Namaskritva together. So it's two words, but only one, two simple words, but one compound. Namaskritva. It's a implied meaning. Namaskritva, one word. Bhuya evaha. So bhuya eva aha. There are two words here. Bhuya namaskritva bhuya eva aha. Krishnam sagadgadam. One word. Sagadgadam. Bhita bhitaha pranamya. Clear? Look again. Sanjayaha uvacha. Don't count that. Etat shrutva vachanam keshavasya Kritanjalihi Vepamanaha Kiriti Namaskritva Bhuya Eva Aha Krishnam Sagadgadam Bhita Bhitaha Pranamya. So Anvaya Sanjayaha Uvacha Shrutva. Shrutva came. Etat Shrutva becomes Etat Shrutva. Shrutva Etat Vachanam Keshavasya Vepamanaha Kiriti Namaskritva Pranamya Bhita Bhitaha Sagadgadam Aha Krishnam Bhuyaha Eva Kritanjalihi. Clear? We do again. Very simple, right? Now, you can catch up while doing the meaning for the Anmaya. Sanjayaha Uvacha. So Sanjaya is now saying, because Arjuna is gathering himself, what he has seen, what is heard from Bhagavan. He's trying to process what to do next. So Sanjaya is saying, Sanjaya said, Shrutva, having heard what? Etad vachanam. These words, these slokas, 32, 33, 34. Etad vachanam. Keshavasya. That means what? Of Krishna. Which vibhakti? Shashti vibhakti. So, having heard these words of Krishna, now what is Arjuna's state now? Vepamanaha. Means one trembling. Vepamanaha came earlier also. Chapter Vepamanaha. Kiriti. Means what? One is wearing a crown. Luckily, Arjuna has not given up the crown. He's wearing all dressed up, but trembling. Trembling with all the armory, everything. Only thing is, Visirja Shasharam Chapam. He's thrown away the bow and arrow, but he's wearing all the dress is there still. Okay, so Kiriti. Here Kiriti is what? Kiriti is not Krishna. Who is the Kiriti? One who is wearing Kirita means what? Crown. Arjuna. Very good. Uh, he's wearing the crown. He's not crowned. He's wearing the crown. Okay. So Kiriti. Vepamana Kiri. Trembling Arjuna. Kiriti bracket is equal to Arjuna. So having heard these words of Krishna, is trembling Arjuna, what did he do? When totally in fear, best thing is what? The supreme principle, superior principle. What? You fall at the feet. So namaskritva, saluted. It means what? He prostrated. How? Pranamya. So going down. Pranamya shirasa devam. So bow the head. This is a simple principle of showing your humility or your what? Shraddha to some of the higher principle. Always should bow down and touch the feet or whatever. Do namaskar, right? Head has okay. Bow down. Okay. Going down. How? Bhita bhitaha with great fear. So two times. Bhitaha bhitaha. So with fear. So Arjuna is already overcome with great fear. Is trembling Arjuna bows down to Bhagavan and Sagadgadam. Sagadgadam means falteringly. You see, sometimes children cry and then they want to say something. They will say one word. They'll keep on what taking breath and repeating the same word or half word like that. Falteringly. What Arjuna do? Aha Krishnam. Aha means spoke. Thus to whom? Krishnam. To Krishna. Bhakti. Okay. To Krishna. And what did you do? While speaking, while bowing down, he bowed down once. Again, while speaking, Bhuyaha eva. Bhuyaha means what? Once again. Bhuyo bhuyo namamyaham. So again and again. So Bhuyaha eva. Once again. Kritanjalihi. With joined palms. Palms that are joined. So Kritanjalihi. Pranamya Shirasa Devam. That's what he has done. So let's see what Arjuna is going to say now. So what has happened? What is the state now Arjuna has reached? He has transitioned from one of wonder to that of fear to one of now devotion. Open the e-book. So beginning from 36, Arjuna is expressing devotion to Lord Krishna, who is now in the form of Ishwarupa. What is the shloka for Ishwarupa Ishwara? Don't forget. Like, keep on reminding. Katagum Satyam Param Brahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam. All of you can chant this. Urdharetam Virupaksham Vishwarupaya Vai Namo Namaha. This is Vishwarupa Ishvara with devotion. Arjuna is speaking the following words. Arjuna Uvacha Sthane Hrishikesha Tapa Prakirtya Jagat Prahrishyat Nurajyate cha rakshamsi bhitani disho drabanti sarve namasyanti cha siddha sangha.
अर्जुन उवाच स्थाने हृषीकेश तव प्रकीर्त्या जगत्प्रहृष्यत्यनुरुज्यते च रक्षांसि भीतानि दिशो द्रवन्ति सर्वे नमस्यन्ति च सिद्धसङ्घाः।
Up together. अर्जुन उवाच स्थाने ऋषिकेश तव प्रकीर्त्या जगत्प्रहृष्यत्यनुरज्यते च रक्षांसि भीतानि दिशो द्रवन्ति सर्वे नमस्यन्ति च सिद्धसङ्घाः। ओम शांति शांति शांति. Now he is now turning into a very devotional mood. So when you are having extreme devotion, I keep on saying the entire world is a reflection of your mind. If you are having fear, say everybody is fearful. Correct? If you are happy, everybody, everything else around you is very nice, happy. If you are having extreme devotion, Arjuna is now what? Extrapolating. Entire all beings are extremely devoted to you, he's saying. Arjuna is saying, hey Bhagavan, it is right that it is but proper that the entire world is both delighted and gratified by glorifying you. That means what? Anybody who does stuti, stotram, slokam of Bhagavan will be delighted. That means what? You should not chant sloka mechanically. Eh? Krishna, Vishnu, Satkara, Uda, you have delight while chanting. Otherwise, there is no value in chanting. Every word you, that's why every word you chant, you should understand the meaning and chant systematically. So whoever is praying to you, whoever is glorifying you through stuti and through slokas, they are have two things happen to them. One, they are delighted in chanting these names. At the same time, they are getting gratification. That means what? Some kind of calmness, some kind of composure they attain. And there are people who, instead of trying to be devoted in this form, which is a destructive form, there are people who are demons, asuras, who are running in all directions because dharma is going to catch up with them. They have been adharmic all their lives. So dharma has come to the final stage for them to extinguish them. So they are all running. Whereas Siddhas, Munis, all the people who are devoted to Bhagavan are bowing down and praying. So it's what? Arjuna is still seeing the Vishwarupam in various people, how they react to Bhagavan. So he has explained common people who find delight and gratification by glorifying Bhagavan. There are the demons, Asuras, who are running away in all directions, fearful of the same being. And there are a host of Siddhas. Siddhas means what? People who attain Siddhi. They attain a lot of spiritual merit and also ever devoted to Bhagavan. They are bowing down to Bhagavan. Further, we'll continue in about 12 hours from now, Saturday evening, India time. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Datsate. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. समस्त सन्मंगलानि मुख्यतः हरि ओम नारायण नारायण.